Pickman!
I knew Pickman was expecting me, so I was a bit thrown off when he didn't come to greet me at the door.
Mr. Pickman?
Back here!
Hello, Mr. Pickman.
Ah, Mr. Thurber. I hope it wasn't too difficult finding the place.
No, it was...
How is that paper of yours coming along?
Well, actually, I was wondering
Come.
if you might...
Come, have a seat.
Thank you.
Mine.
Not at all.
Mr. Pickman, thank you.
Come now, Thurber. We've known each other for a while now. Call me Richard.
Richard, thank you for having me. I hope I'm not overstepping my bounds, but in the wake of recent mishaps, you must have considered moving on from the Boston art scene.
Mishaps? If you are referring to the actions taken upon me from my work by the club and local universities, I can only say that leaving just Boston may not be enough to remedy that issue.
So you faced controversies surrounding your art before Boston?
Being persecuted for practicing art in one form or another is somewhat of a family tradition. Call it controversial if you must. But I come from the school of realism.
Realism? How so? Your subject matter...
Life isn't just autumn orchards and smiling mothers. I decided long ago that one must paint terror as well as beauty. So, I did some exploring in places where I had reason to know terror lives.
I was enthralled by Pickman's theories on art and his philosophic speculations. I remember wondering, why do people want only less and less to do with this brilliant, albeit eccentric man? Perhaps that's why I followed him into the darkness that night.
You know, Thurber, I have some pieces I haven't shown anyone else, if you're interested.
Here?
I have a place not too far from here in the North End. I keep it under the alias of Peters. Adds a bit of mystery to my otherwise frustrating life. The building is in tatters. The windows are boarded up. It's a great hideaway. I keep the necessities on the first floor, but I get all of my best work done in the cellar, where the inspiration is thickest. If you're game, I'll take you there tonight. We can meet at the South Station, say 11 o'clock.
North End isn't the best place to be walking around that late at night.
You still don't get it, Thurber, do you? The North End is just the place for an artist. Here in Back Bay, they call it the slums because they fear it. Places like the North End aren't created. They grow. They live. They remember how they came to be. The only saving grace of the present is that it's too damn stupid to question the past very closely.
I'm game.
We climbed down the steps of the Battery Street stop and walked along the old waterfront past Constitution Wharf. At times, it seemed as though Pickman was making the route more complicated than it needed to be. But I was so preoccupied with reaching the studio and Pickman's art that keeping track of our path became a secondary concern.
Make yourself at home.
I understood immediately why the pieces never made it to Newbury Street. It was his best work.
The lesson.
They steal them. They turn them against their own humanity. And with their own spawn, they... It couldn't be.
Thurber.
Come this way.
This is my newest work. That scream of yours probably stirred them up. They get as big as cats down here.
Coffee? You'll need it, Black.
Rats? He was shooting rats. Are you serious, Thurber? I thought this was going somewhere.
All of my best work done in the cellar, where the inspiration is thickest. Damn rats. That scream of yours probably stirred them up.